What if your child's dream clashes with your deepest fears for their future? Dive into Sarah's battle against anxiety when her son abandons a safe career for art. Witness a mother's journey from control to profound trust, learning that the greatest masterpiece is a child's freedom to find their true path. Your perspective on parenting will shift. Sarah stood frozen in the doorway, the chaotic scene of Ethan's half-packed room mirroring the turmoil in her heart. A law school brochure lay crumpled on the floor, a symbol of her shattered expectations. Her breath hitched as she saw the sketchbook lying nearby, a silent rebellion against her carefully laid plans. Picking up the brochure, Sarah's fingers traced the glossy cover, each word a painful reminder of the secure future she envisioned for Ethan, but her gaze kept drifting back to the sketchbook, a source of both curiosity and dread. What if his passion was leading him astray? Opening the sketchbook, she gasped. Lifelike charcoal drawings filled the pages, portraits, landscapes, still lifes, each stroke revealing Ethan's undeniable talent. Her anxiety warred with a reluctant admiration for his skill, his dedication so evident in every line. The reality of Ethan as a starving artist flashed through her mind, struggling, uncertain, far from the secure life she desperately wanted for him. Her protective instincts surged, fueled by a deep-seated fear of the unknown. That evening, she found Ethan in the living room, his sketchbook, his constant companion. She steeled herself, preparing to voice the fears that gnawed at her, the words laced with a sharper edge than she intended.
"Art isn't a career, Ethan!"
she blurted out, the words heavy with her anxiety.
"You need a real plan. Something stable. I want you to be secure. You can't build a life on this dream."
Ethan simply nodded, his gaze steady as he turned a page in his sketchbook. He offered it to her, a silent invitation to see the world through his eyes, a world she had struggled to understand. Hesitantly, Sarah accepted the sketchbook. There, rendered in exquisite detail, was a charcoal portrait of her, not just a likeness, but a glimpse into her soul, a moment frozen in time. It was a portrait of her laughing, a moment from a family barbecue years ago, her face radiating pure, uncomplicated joy, a memory she had nearly forgotten, brought back to life by her son's artistry. The drawing was so detailed, she felt as if Ethan had seen past her worries, her fears, into the heart of who she truly was. He understood her, a depth of connection she hadn't realized existed. In that little masterpiece, he was offering her his truth, his voice, his passion. The life she feared wasn't a reckless risk, but an integral part of who he was meant to be. Her chest loosened, the knot of anxiety softening, though not vanishing entirely. Her fear began to make room for something quieter, more profound: faith. Faith in her son's ability to find his own way, even if it looked uncertain to her. Faith that his passion wouldn't lead him astray, but guide him toward his true purpose. "It's beautiful," she whispered, her voice catching in her throat. The fight inside her finally gave way, replaced by a fragile, growing sense of trust. Protecting Ethan didn't mean controlling him, she realized. It meant trusting him to draw his own path, even if it led through shadows she couldn't yet understand. From then on, Sarah chose to listen more and worry less. She learned to hear the passion in Ethan's voice when he spoke of art, to see the light in his eyes when he created. When Ethan talked about art schools and galleries, not law firms and offices, she smiled with cautious hope. The fear was still there, but it was quieter now, overshadowed by love. She visited his art shows, marveling at the talent that bloomed under his touch. His portraits captured more than just likeness. They revealed the hidden stories of their subjects. Ethan's art became his voice, his passion echoing through the brushstrokes and charcoal lines. He was finding his way, even if it wasn't the path she had initially envisioned. One day, Ethan's portrait of her was displayed in a local gallery. His gift to her, a symbol of their changing relationship, their growing trust. She looked at the portrait, seeing not just her own reflection, but the love, the understanding, the acceptance that shone through Ethan's artistic eye. It was more than a drawing. It was a testament to the power of art, the strength of family, and the courage it takes to let go and believe. Years passed, and Ethan continued to create, his art touching the lives of many. Sarah watched with pride, knowing that she had finally learned to trust his path, his vision. He had become a renowned artist, his portraits hanging in galleries across the world. But to Sarah, he was still her son, the boy who had taught her to see the world with different eyes. The portrait of her hung in their living room, a constant reminder of the journey they had taken, the trust they had built. It was a portrait of trust, a portrait of love, a portrait of a mother who had learned to let go and believe in her son's dreams. And in that belief, Ethan soared, his art reflecting the unwavering support he had finally received, his life a testament to the power of a mother's love. Sarah smiled, knowing that the greatest gift she could give her child was not a life of security, but a life of freedom, a life of trust. For it was in that freedom that Ethan truly found himself, his art a vibrant expression of the person he was always meant to be. And so the portrait of trust became a lasting legacy, a reminder that the most beautiful masterpieces are born not from control, but from love, faith, and the courage to let go.